Bakugan versus Transformers. I know it's a silly title, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. I just thought that it would be fun to explain to you guys why 90% of my toy reviews are on Bakugan instead of Transformers. Now, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy Transformers very, very much. I like to watch the toy reviews on YouTube all the time. You know, I still look at the Transformer toys. I still have plenty, but we're going to go into why I chose Bakugan over Transformers. Okay, I believe that Transformers has become the most successful action figure toy line just simply because of the main gimmick, which is what? It transforms. It's one toy and then it turns into a completely different toy. I think that is the most ambitious. And when you look at Bakugan, okay, this is what they call a marble form, and this one is when it's transformed into something else. And you can see basically a Bakugan is the same thing. It is a transformer. You may not want to call it a transformer, but they're cousins. That's what it does. It becomes something else. And if you look at the details here, they're very, very nice details. I have quite a bit of mini-cons, okay, from Transformers. And I can tell you that these Bakugans, in my opinion, are just as good, if not way better, in the detail and the quality and the design of the figure and the transformation and all that. So, it's very impressive to me. Now, it really wouldn't be fair to compare something like a Fort Max, Masterpiece, Optimus Prime, Classics Megatron, G1 Scorponok with something this small, So that's why I compare them to the Minicons, Headmasters, Target Masters, Power Masters. It has to be small, to be fair. Now, you might be saying, but I never liked the small Transformers anyway. Why would I like Bakugan? They're just like small Transformers. Well, let me tell you something. Small toys are actually really, really cool. And that's something that I learned while I was actually over there living in Japan for 4 years. That was a great experience, and I learned to appreciate these small toys. One of the biggest gripes that I've heard from Transformer collectors, Transformer fans, one of the biggest problems that constantly I hear about is that what do they do about space? They're always running out of space. Their girlfriends, their wives have complained, about space, about how much space they take up, the Transformers, how do you display them? How do you store them? That's always a problem. You see right here, this is a Bakugan case. This holds 24 Bakugan right there. And it's not a big case. You simply can't do that with Transformers. Even the Minicons don't have something like this, where I could just store and easily carry 24 right here. Very simple, I could get a metal plate, a metal dish, okay, and just put down Bakugan on there, and it would easily become like an ecosystem of Bakugan. So that, for a collector, is immensely satisfying. It's easy to work with. Now, if I try to buy as many Transformers as I have Bakugan, I will be spending a tremendous amount more money. So the bottom line is, Bakugan is actually collector friendly. It really is. Collector friendly. What do I mean by that? Not just about space, not just about price, but also if you look at this, this is the same figure for all three. All three are the same figure in different colors. Okay, and there's more. There's more different colors than just what I have here. And this is not an exception. Most of each Bakugan are available usually in about 6 different colors, maybe a little bit less and sometimes maybe more, you know, so they give you that option. As a collector, you just eat that up. You can choose the color that you want for that specific Bakugan that you like. Okay, and in addition, you can also try to collect the ones with high G numbers. But beyond all that, okay, they have rare ones, hard to find ones. Now, this is something that I haven't seen in a lot of toys, where these, I believe, are all called treasures. Okay, so this one right here, these two are the translucent, and this one is a double attribute, and this one is pearl. So you can try to look for these also. Now, just imagine how satisfying it would be to find one of these at a store on a lucky day. Now, the biggest advantage that a Bakugan has over a Transformer, or pretty much almost any other toy out there, is that it can be used to play a game. And that is what really separates it from the rest of the pack. In addition to being a cool action figure, in addition to being a great collectible, it is a game. An open-minded Transformers fan can probably say something like, yeah, okay, they seem pretty cool, they seem pretty detailed, and for a small toy they seem really good, you know. But I have one word for you, and that would be nostalgia. That is probably the #1 reason why Transformer fans collect their plastic crack, you know, for nostalgic reasons. Now, this could be like when they were little, they remember that they had this particular toy, this Transformer. Maybe their friend had it. Maybe they saw it at the toy aisle and they've always wanted it and they never got it. Or maybe it was one that their mom or dad bought for them on Christmas and they lost it, you know. What it is, basically, you know, is that a lot of Transformer fans, when they were little, they were into Transformers. And then there was this huge gap where they did not play with toys at all. They grew out of it. And then as an adult, they came back into it. So it kind of gives them that ability, that excuse to go back to the toy aisle and be a kid again. But now it's a little different because, you know, you're an adult, so you have benefits as an adult that you didn't as a kid, you know. But you get to relive those moments, you know, and that is what makes it so powerful. That's what makes Transformers so popular. And, you know, they can say that Bakugan has no nostalgia, no nostalgic value. And for me, that is not the case, you know. And you might be thinking, how could that be? Because Bakugan is relatively new. It's not like Transformers that have been around for 25 plus years. Well, like I said to you guys before, you know, to me this is related to Transformers. And as a kid, I was over here in the US and I saw the debut of Transformers. You know, I'm an 80s kid. We were blessed with some of the best toys ever. You know, the Star Wars toys, G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man. Even the girls had awesome toys. My Little Pony, Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bride. It had Cabbage Patch Kids, so on and so forth, you know. And then I moved over to Japan, and I got to see the evolution of this stuff. I got to see how Bakugan kind of evolved to what it is today. I got to see small collectibles over there way before Bakugan came out. They were actually Gundams, you know, but they were collectible, and they were very well done. And then I got to see the rise of the cards. They were Gundam cards. Those were the first. And then they had Dragon Ball cards. And those evolved into Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! and now Bakugan, and then you combine that with an action figure like the Gundam lines that I was talking about, this is how you get Bakugan. So for someone like me who has never left a toy aisle, there was no gap. There's plenty of nostalgia. Yeah, the characters aren't exactly, what I remember or what they had back then. Obviously, these are new, but they're pretty much, it's hard to come up with something truly original anyway. So, I can see the influences of where they come from. So there's plenty of nostalgia for me. Plenty.